What is going on, Pats Nation? It's Patriots Global back here with another video, and in this one, we're going to be talking about how Patriots rookie tight end Dalton Keene is training and looking pretty impressive with second-year Patriots fullback Jakob Johnson. Now, a very interesting event take here, for lack of better words, I would say. I mean, we have seen a lot of players working out together. I mean, we've seen Cam Newton working out with Mohamed Sanu, N'Keal Harry. We've seen Jarrett Stidham working out with guys like Brian Hoyer, Gunnar Olszewski, Mohamed Sanu, Damiere Byrd, Julian Edelman. I mean, at that point, you name it, chances are that Jarrett Stidham was working with him. So it seems that a lot of players within the Patriots roster, the organization, they are all getting together, but they're getting together in their own different little groups, with training camp right around the bend, but it having questions, NFL and NFLPA, them kind of trying to just get to a final agreement on what is going to happen for this upcoming season. But the great thing about that is that it hasn't stopped players from continuing to train. The only thing that sucks here is the fact that it's not like all these players are getting together. They're kind of getting together in just separate groups. Now, despite Dalton Keene just working with Jakob Johnson, news came out that I really have not seen anybody report, anybody talking about, is the fact that Dalton Keene also had been working out at some point within that Jarrett Stidham, Brian Hoyer, Mohamed Sanu training crew. So clearly, Dalton Keene is putting in the time, he's putting in the effort, and he is really training to go into training camp and try to make his mark, wherever the Patriots put him. Now with Dalton Keene, he was selected in the third round by the New England Patriots in the 2020 draft. The Patriots, of course, traded up in order to get him, just like they did with Devin Asiasi. But the thing with Dalton Keene that separates him from a guy like Asiasi is we don't really know the role of Dalton Keene. Now, he was selected as a tight end, but the word that many people use when talking about Keene is a Swiss Army knife, and they say that because of the versatility he brings. He's able to do so many different things. He's able to line up as a tight end. He's able to be a pass catcher. He's able to be a blocker. He's able to be a fullback. He's able to be a halfback. Now, I'm not saying that he is Aaron Hernandez, but the best possible way that I can make a comparison that people can truly understand is Aaron Hernandez. Keene has showed the ability to do so much in college, but because of that, Bill Belichick didn't even know where he was going to place him. It's funny because Bill Belichick, when he was asked about him, after he drafted him, he even said, we don't really know what we're going to do with him. We don't know where we're going to put him, but we like his skill set, we like the potential, and we wanted to have him on our team. The big thing about me for Dalton Keene has always been, okay, what can he do within the passing game? He didn't get too much of a chance to show his ability throughout the passing game. Now, he did, of course, have some opportunities where he did look pretty good, but nothing too crazy, too spectacular, and of course, not enough film on that aspect to be able to say, okay, he's a reliable option within the receiving game, which is why we were kind of looking at Devin Asiasi being that number one guy just because of the ability he has at being a receiving threat, and Keene is going to be more of a blocker. But in the video that dropped of Keene and Jakob Johnson working out, which I can't include the video for copyright reasons. I tried to do this with N'Keal Harry and Cam Newton, and I got copyrighted. So if you guys want to check it out, you can look it up. It's even on Instagram. You can look it up on Google, and it will pop up. But in that video, you could clearly see that Dalton Keene has some pretty impressive hands. I wasn't expecting him to have the ability as a ball catcher as much as we saw him. He also looked like he had very good agility. He had good burst and power off of the line. Now, yes, something to remember is the fact that it's not like he's wearing pads. He's not wearing a helmet. It's not like he's going up against any defender. So that, of course, is a huge giant piece to keep in mind. But despite that fact, the technique is looking really good on him, which is something that I honestly was not expecting. Now guys, real quick, there is no shortage of action going on with our exclusive partners, BetOnline. Now, sports are slowly making their way back, of course, with UFC, NASCAR, and soccer leading that pack, and BetOnline has all of the best odds and lines for the upcoming matches this weekend. Of course, if you need more than that, BetOnline has simulated NFL, NBA, and UFC happening every single day, and they're live for you to check out. Now, if you're looking for something other than sports, you're like Patriots Global, I'm just not into betting on sports. That is okay, because BetOnline has hundreds of live casino games, poker tournaments, and all of the best props in the business. If you're interested, visit betonline.ag or use your mobile device and join today to receive your new welcome bonus and start playing today. BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts. Now, something that interests me the most about the entirety of the news that came out, the articles, the video, is that it's Dalton Keene and Jakob Johnson. Those two specifically working out together. And what is Jakob Johnson known for being? A fullback. Of course, the interesting part also to add is that Jakob Johnson is also listed as a tight end. So he is more of a fullback. That I think at this point that's what the Patriots utilize him at. But when you look at the Patriots tight end group, it is completely up in the air. Anyone can come in, anyone can grab it. No one is the complete starting tight end, the second string, the third string. Nothing is locked with this position, and it's open grabs for anybody to come in and take it as they please. So, I mean, hey, if Jakob Johnson is like, you know what, fullback, not really what I want. I kind of want to be more of a pass catcher tight end. This is his opportunity to do so, and we have seen him within that tight end position slightly throughout Patriots training camp this past year and also in preseason, despite him pretty much mainly being used as a fullback. Now, of course, still with that being said, the Patriots will try to utilize Jakob Johnson in every way possible. They'll try him at fullback, they'll try him at tight end, but I think at least right now they mainly do see him as a fullback, and that's the interesting piece here is because Dalton Keene has the ability to be a fullback, a tight end, really anything. And the New England Patriots are at a point where they need help at tight end, but they also need help at fullback. Fullback, another position that is pretty completely wide open at this point for anybody to come in and take after James Devlin retired. So is him working out specifically with Jakob Johnson telling on how the Patriots might want to utilize him, telling on the position he could be taking on with the New England Patriots this upcoming season or even in the future? That is something we will just have to see, but either way, it's good that Dalton Keene is out there working with a majority of his teammates, but also being versatile with the different types of guys he's working out with. You know, he's not just working out with quarterbacks to help him along within the passing game, but he's working out with fullbacks in case that is the position that, you know, Bill Belichick wants him to take on, but also making sure that he is able to pick up extra learning and extra ability from some guys who have already been in the NFL on how to block, because that is going to be a big thing for the New England Patriots this upcoming season. Dalton Keene, Devin Asiasi, they're complete locks to make this roster. But the thing is how much snaps are they going to get? Well, that part is just completely up to them. And if you're Dalton Keene or Devin Asiasi, the best way for you to continue to rise up on the depth chart at the tight end position, the best way for you to get more snaps is to be versatile and to be good at what you're doing. If you're one-dimensional, you can only block, you can only catch the ball, you're only going to get so many snaps. But if you can play at H-back, if you can play at fullback, if you can play at tight end, and you can be a receiving threat and a blocker, you are going to be included in so many packages, and you're going to get a good amount of snaps despite being a rookie. But that is going to be it for today's video. What are your guys' thoughts on Dalton Keene and fullback Jakob Johnson working out together? Definitely a very interesting piece of news here. Very interesting video. I really think that everybody should go check out that video if they have not already. But I am definitely happy that we got some insight on how a guy like Dalton Keene is doing just because of how many questions are surrounding him since being drafted. What are your guys' thoughts on the situation, though? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Leave a big thumbs up on this video and consider subscribing to the channel for all of your New England Patriots news. Like always, though, thank you guys so much for watching.